Today, we're talking about something that many tourists in London experience, but few actually understand. It's strange, it's a little funny, and definitely a story with a lesson. Here's the big question. Why do the Royal Guard horses sometimes bite tourists? Or more broadly, why do these proud horses and their guards react the way they do? If you ever find yourself at Horse Guards Parade, chances are you'll see them. The Royal Guards, standing tall and motionless, their faces like stone, dressed in iconic red uniforms with towering bearskin hats. And beside them, the powerful black horses, just as majestic, just as disciplined. It's a powerful image of tradition, strength, and centuries-old British heritage. But here's the thing. Things can go wrong. When visitors treat these animals like photo props or living souvenirs, they can unknowingly cross a line. One tourist, just trying to snap a quick selfie, found out the hard way what happens when you step too far into their space. So today, we're diving into that moment. A real story that might make you laugh at first, but will definitely leave you thinking. And hey, if you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The more you watch, the more we create. Glad to have you here. At first glance, Royal Guard horses might just seem like calm, beautiful animals standing still for photos. But behind that quiet presence lies intense military training, a strong sense of discipline, and the ability to stay composed under heavy stress. These horses spend hours each day standing completely still in the middle of loud, chaotic crowds. Camera flashes go off, people get too close, some reach out to touch their ears, pull on their reins, or pat their noses. And for the horse, that's not just annoying, it can feel like a threat. Imagine you're on duty, expected to stay focused and still, while strangers constantly invade your space, leaning into your face, tugging at your clothes, treating you like a novelty. How long would you stay calm? Horses are incredibly sensitive animals. They may look peaceful on the outside, but they're constantly alert, reading every movement around them. And when they feel overwhelmed or unsafe, their reaction isn't subtle. It can be fast and physical. Sometimes it's a sudden kick. Other times it's a sharp bite, aimed at the arm, the leg, or whatever part is too close. These aren't acts of aggression. They're natural reactions to someone crossing a line. So why does this happen so often? Because too many tourists think these horses are just there for decoration or photos. But warning signs are clearly posted all around. Caution. Horses may kick or bite. Do not get too close. Still, in the excitement of being near the Royal Guards, people ignore the signs. They lean in for selfies, pull out their phones, and step further than they should. Some go even further, grabbing reins, poking ears, or leaning right into the horse's face, laughing. And then suddenly, the atmosphere shifts. The horse, which looked so calm just seconds ago, snaps its head around and bites. It happens fast. No time to react. Just a sharp jolt of pain and a memory that won't fade. At that point, it's no longer about who's at fault. It's about a simple truth. When respect is ignored, consequences are guaranteed. Some visitors just carry themselves differently. They know when to stop, how to watch without interfering, how to admire without crossing the line. Encounters with the Royal Guard horses aren't always about drama or pain. Often, it's the quiet moments, the ones with no touch, no words, that leave the most lasting impression. These horses aren't ordinary animals. They don't just react to what you do. They pick up on how you do it. The energy you bring near them speaks louder than any sudden movement. When someone rushes in, loud and careless, The horse responds with instinct. But when a person keeps a respectful distance, calm and composed, they're often met with that same stillness in return. The idea is simple. Calmness is mirrored. Respect is acknowledged, even in silence. It's not just about horses. It's about how we approach all living beings. Traveling isn't only about what we see. It's about how we carry ourselves in places we don't call home. And sometimes, the best way to connect with something sacred is to stay just far enough not to disturb it. The royal guards and their horses stand in that spirit every day. And often, the moment that moves you most isn't the photo you take. It's the one you simply witness, quietly, from a few steps away. These days, everyone's chasing that perfect moment. But sometimes, the most meaningful ones are the ones we simply watch, quietly, from a distance. Especially when what we're witnessing is a tradition that stood strong for centuries. Royal Guard horses aren't just for show. They represent discipline, patience, and respect. Values deeply rooted in British culture. So when you approach them, you're not just taking a photo. You're making a statement. Every day, thousands of people lean in for the perfect shot. Some even push the boundaries on purpose, hoping to get a reaction. But the real power lies in those who know when to stop. Sometimes, the most respectful thing you can do is take a step back. These animals aren't mean or moody. They're just doing their job and asking for the same respect any living being deserves. You don't have to touch something to understand its value. Sometimes, simply observing, really observing, is enough. So if you ever find yourself face to face with this tradition, remember, you don't need a selfie to be part of the story. Sometimes, just making eye contact says more than any photo ever could. And if you enjoy stories like this, we'd love to have you stick around. Hit that subscribe button and join us for more moments that matter. Thanks for watching.